First of all, Chris is a native New Jerseyan. He cares very much about New Jersey and understands that in New Jersey, which is the most crowded state in the country, if we don't take care of the environment, all of us are not going to have as good a life for ourselves or our families. So he's been very involved in taking care of the environment. All our environmental accomplishments, from saving the wetlands to green acres and a number of other things, Chris was all part of that.
One of the greatest things I find about Chris is that he not only understands public policy, but he believes in the public part of public policy. He actually seeks opinions and asks the questions, and he wants to hear what you think and not just for him to tell you what he thinks.
My parents were deeply involved in public service in one way or another. My father was on a school board in South Jersey and president of the school board. My mother was involved with the AAUW and church groups, so they were particularly involved. And then I got involved when I was in high school, again in college, and then I just continued it on in my profession. I was appointed when EPA was only 14 years old, so it was a little bit of the Wild West. Water pollution, air pollution, hazardous waste, you name it, we were in the middle of it for the 4 years that I was there.
Chris led the way to end the cheap, easy, and very harmful practice of sewage sludge dumping in the ocean off the New York and New Jersey coasts.
New Jersey Future set up, as part of Jersey Water Works, a group to focus on lead in drinking water across the state of New Jersey. And New Jersey actually is blessed with very good drinking water on the whole, but there are always new contaminants that have to be addressed. There are issues that arise with getting water to people and getting water away from people. So they asked me to chair that group, and once again, it was bringing people together to try to address the problems.
He's courageous and he takes bold steps, right? He just goes for the big picture to find that nexus where it's a win-win-win situation and not just fixing a piece of a problem, but a broader perspective of the problems. And I think that's what's so, inspiring about his approach is he boldly goes.
He's pretty forceful when he has an idea, as far as bringing people together around that idea. And he cares very much about the state and the region. And he's shown that again and again and again.
In this time of seemingly intractable political and ideological divisions in this country, the work of New Jersey Future is particularly important because the whole mission of the organization is to bring people together, to solve problems that face New Jersey. That's also why receiving this award is particularly an honor for me, because that's what Cary Edwards stood for. He brought people together as one of the New Jersey's most important policy people that I've ever known.
This is somebody who's really dedicated his life to making the state a better place. He's done that as well as anybody I know, because he's been involved in 6 or 7 different efforts, all involved in the same thing, helping New Jersey and helping the people around New Jersey. So, he's been a leader in this area, and a leader we all should be very grateful for. And I might just say, Chris Daggett and New Jersey are perfect together.